Assalamu alaikum dear students. In this video we are going to cover the topics valency and chemical formula. By the end of this lecture, inshallah, you will be able to learn that what is meant by valency of elements, and the valency of different elements. We will be learning about the rare elements and inert gases, chemical symbol and chemical formula. First of all, we will see that what is meant by valency. Valency is the capacity of an atom to give, accept or share electrons to complete its outermost shell. As we all know, dear students, that an atom has tendency to lose or to gain electron or to share its electron. So, how many electrons an atom can share? Whether it can share 2 electrons, it can share 3 electrons, it can share 4 electrons to complete its outermost shell. This is known as the valency of an atom. The capacity of an atom to share the electrons, to give the electrons, to accept the electrons, this is known as the valency of an atom. The valency of an element in a compound is the number of chemical bonds which one atom of the element can form in one molecule of the compound. If the outermost orbit or shell of an atom is complete, the atom is said to be stable. It means that if it does not need any more electron in its outermost shell, then that atom is stable atom. And if the outermost shell is not completed, the atoms give, accept or share electrons to form compounds and to get stable. For example, hydrogen has 1 electron in its outermost shell and the maximum number of electrons in the first shell are. It means that hydrogen needs 1 more electron to complete its shell. So, now what hydrogen is going to do, it is whether it is going to give its electron to someone, it is going to take someone's electron, or it is going to share the electron, so that hydrogen atom will become a stable atom. Let's take another example of carbon atom. Carbon atom has 4 electrons in its outermost shell. So it needs 4 more electrons to complete its outermost shell, as maximum number of electrons in second shell are 8. If carbon atom will get 4 electrons from another element, it will be able to form a compound. So the valency of carbon is 4. Here is a diagram of the carbon atom which needs 4 electrons in its outermost shell, and a hydrogen atom which needs 1 electron in its outermost shell. Now what this carbon is going to do, this carbon is going to take 4 hydrogen electrons from 4 different hydrogen atoms, so that its outermost shell will be completed and a new compound will be formed, that is methane. How? That this carbon atom has taken 4 electrons from this hydrogen atom, from these 4 hydrogen atoms, and a compound is formed that is known as methane. You have to keep one thing in mind, that valencies are always small whole numbers. They will always be in numbers that are 1, 2, 3, 4. They will not be in the fractional numbers or in in any other numbers. They will be in the form of whole numbers. Let's see if any element has complete outermost shell. Yes, there are a few elements who has a complete outermost shell, who are actually the stable atoms. Looking at the atomic structure of helium, it has 2 electrons in its outermost shell and the maximum number of electrons in first shell are 2. It means that it does not need, this helium atom, it does not need any other electron in its outermost shell, as it is having 2 electrons in its outermost shell. So in the first, and the maximum number of electrons that can be in the first shell are 2, and it is already having 2 electrons in this shell. So this helium atom is a stable atom. As the outermost shell of the helium is complete, it needs no more electrons, so its valency is 0. So what are the rare elements or inert gases? The elements whose outermost shell is complete and need no electrons to form compounds are referred as rare elements or inert gases, such as helium, argon, etc. This is a table of showing valency of few metals and non-metals. At the left side, these are the metals. The name of the metal is sodium. Its symbol is Na and its valency is 1. It means that it is going to share 1 electron to get itself stable to form a compound. The valency of potassium is 1. The valency of silver is 1. The valency of calcium is 2. It can share 2 electrons. It can give 2 electrons to get a stable compound, to form a stable compound with any other element. The magnesium has a symbol Mg and its valency is 2. Similarly, the non-metals, the first one is the helium. Helium is an inert gas. It means that it does not need any electron to complete its outermost shell. Its outermost shell is already completed, so the valency of helium is 0. The valency of neon is also 0. It is also an inert gas. It is also a rare element. Then is the chlorine. Chlorine, the valency of chlorine is 1. It can share 1 electron. It can take 1 electron from any other metal or from any other element. And then is the oxygen. The valency of oxygen is 2 and the valency of nitrogen is 4. It means that nitrogen is going to share 4 electrons with other element to form a compound. Chemical symbol. Each element is represented by a symbol such as C for carbon, Na for sodium and Fe for iron. So what is a chemical symbol? A chemical symbol represents one atom of an element. C is representing carbon or one atom of carbon. Na, it's representing one atom of sodium, and Fe, it is representing one atom of iron. So this is the chemical symbol of iron. Chemical symbol of sodium is Na, chemical symbol of carbon is C. Now we will be learning that what is chemical formula. A chemical formula shows the number and kind of atom contained in a molecule of a substance. That in a molecule of a substance, how many atoms of a certain element are present. That is the chemical formula. Nitrogen gas, for example, consists of pair of nitrogen atoms that are linked together. So the chemical formula of nitrogen is N2. The smallest particle of the gas carbon dioxide consists of one carbon atom and 2 oxygen atoms. This is the chemical formula for CO2, for carbon dioxide, that is CO2. It is consisting of one carbon atom and 2 oxygen atoms. So it is the molecule of carbon dioxide gas. A chemical formula represents one molecule of an element or compound. I hope students you have got the idea what we have learned today. Thank you so very much.